Well, thanks, Jonathan. It's great to see those numbers continuing to grow. Let's keep up the good work tonight. Thank you, everyone. Well, joining us now is a woman renowned for her work on innovative housing solutions. She has been named one of the most influential people in housing and real estate by publications such as Builder Magazine, Housing Wire Magazine, and Fortune Magazine. She earned her Bachelor of Architecture degree from the Notre Dame School of Architecture, as well as her MBA from the Mendoza School of Business. She now serves as a professor of practice in Notre Dame's School of Architecture and the director of the school's Housing and Community Regeneration Initiative. Marianne Cusato, welcome to Notre Dame Day.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yes, that was quite an introduction we had there for you. Very impressive. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
To get us started, what is the Housing and Community Regenerative Initiative?
We are a think and do tank that works with municipalities and nonprofits to reimagine the built environment, and we focus on issues relating to housing and blight and community disinvestment.
Okay, and what does it mean for Notre Dame to champion such an initiative?
Every place has a housing issue of some sort. So finding these solutions really this is the issue of our time, of finding ways to humanely house people. But it's not always just a shelter issue, it's an urbanism issue. The places that we create will define how people live their lives. It's an issue of it's people, planet, and profit. So the intersection of all of these is at the heart of community, and that's what within the School of Architecture we strive to make places better where people can thrive.
Well, what are some examples of the work the initiative has already done in our community?
Yeah, so we're working actually within a 100-mile radius is our focus at the school within this initiative. And that allows us to work with 3 states for cities as large as Chicago down to small rural areas. Because every place does have a housing issue, but it's different in different places. So we've been working with the city of Kalamazoo. We've been working in LaPorte. We're about to go to Gary, Indiana. We've been working in Elkhart here in South Bend as well to help first diagnose the issue. So what are the exact issues that every city is dealing with, and then offer solutions. And within this 100-mile coalition, we actually encourage the cities to talk to each other, because as they're each dealing with these issues, they'll have unique contributions that they can help to share with other places.
And we just got to see the map, so it's great to see the reach, how far-reaching that you're able to go while still feeling very much like it's a part of the Notre Dame and Michiana community.
Absolutely. We live here. We're local to this place. There are issues that we face that are uniquely local, but also global in their reach. So we can use this area. We bring students to have experiential learning, so we actually bring them to these cities to understand what are the issues they're facing. Very often, disinvestment, historic disinvestment, blight through slumlord properties, inhumane housing conditions. We want to create solutions that remove the blight, but don't remove the people that depend on that price point. So it's community regeneration without displacement, looking at interdisciplinary solutions. We bring experts in historic preservation, civil engineering. We look at policy, how are the codes written that will facilitate a more holistic future.
And what is the ultimate goal of the initiative, and what are the steps to achieving that goal?
The goal is built environments that serve people better, place-based buildings. So you can tell if you're in space or in a place. And as we invest in our communities, especially in the state of Indiana right now, there's a lot of money coming in for community investment. We want that to go towards productive growth. So growth that will be, one, able to stay local, the investment, but also something we can maintain over time. If a community has a housing issue, putting up 300 units of housing, if it's not part of a long-term goal, a long-term vision, is housing that will end up taking away from community. If the investment goes towards a productive growth that allows the long-term investment to stay and both be easy to maintain and offer something that will appreciate in value over time, then our communities will be stronger for it.
And kind of piggybacking off of that, what are indicators of success for the initiative?
When people can afford to live in the community where they work. We should not have to commute for, an hour to get to a community to work. We should be able to live in that same community. We shouldn't be auto-dependent. We should be able to get to and from our work in a way that allows us to, we can walk, have multimodal ways of getting there. You still can drive, but you shouldn't be dependent on it. We should not be building single-use developments that especially isolate vulnerable populations. We need to come back in towards our downtowns and infill and create places where people can live, work, and play.
And just to kind of wrap us up here, what do you hope the built environment of our community looks like in 20 years from now?
In 20 years, it's a place that is equitable. It is a place that is ecologically sound and one that we can afford to live in and maintain. And ideally, because we're in this 100-mile coalition and near around South Bend, that other places nationwide and worldwide would look to us as leaders to see how they can better achieve these goals.
Well, thank you so much for all of the hard work that you all are putting into this initiative. It's really fascinating to hear you talk about it. Thank you for joining us here on Notre Dame Day. Well, when we return, we will hear all about the Notre Dame Wireless Institute and what happened 125 years ago.